Eyes on Wemby are fine. Hands are another matter. Pop icon Britney Spears filed a police report claiming she was struck in the face by Wembanyama security while trying to get the #1 pick's attention. Spears says she tapped Wemby on the shoulder in an effort to take a photo. Wembanyama gave his account of the incident today.
When I was walking with some security of the team to some restaurant, we were in a hall. There was a lot of people, so people calling me, obviously.
The NBA lifestyle often attracts a range of the world's biggest celebrities. When you are the next big thing in such a league, like Victor Wembanyama is right now, it is only a matter of time before you start hanging out with some of the most popular stars in the world. Even though Wemby has kept his focus primarily on basketball, like any other normal human being, he enjoys spending some time partying and hanging out, and by doing so, meeting and even becoming good friends with some of the world's biggest stars. Before the arrival of Victor Wembanyama, the most hyped-up athlete from France was football star Kylian Mbappe. The now 24-year-old is already one of the best players in the world, known for his outstanding skills with the ball. He is already a world champion and a runner-up with the French national team, and has also been a part of numerous teams of the season or of the tournament. He is a tremendous player and actually a friend of Wemby. They have known each other before Victor even became an NBA player. When Victor got drafted by the Spurs with the #1 overall pick, Mbappe was quick to praise and applaud Victor for his achievement. A few months later, a video of the two young superstars went viral, especially for the difference in height between the two. Mbappe is not a short guy, being listed at 5'10", but Victor, being over 7 feet, made him look tiny. The video was posted on the English account of Ligue 1, which is the first division football league in France, and was labeled as French Excellence. After the draft announcement, Mbappe wrote a dedicated post for his friend, saying that this was only the beginning of Victor's story. Wemby, the story begins now, wrote Mbappe in his tweet where he reposted the video of Victor getting drafted by the Spurs. Whether Wemby's story will reach the levels of the greatest to ever do it is to be seen in the future, but many people from and outside of the NBA world believe in him to do so, one of them being Mbappe himself. Michael Douglas is a well-known American actor, film producer, and a winner of many film-related awards, such as 2 Academy Awards, 5 Golden Globe Awards, and a Primetime Emmy Award. In his free time, the now 79-year-old enjoys watching the game of basketball. Even though he roots for the Miami Heat, he is also a big Wemby fan. Before the NBA draft, Douglas had some praising words for Victor and his family. He is impressive. He moves beautifully and has a very nice family. His brother is also very talented, and I wish them the best. I am a big basketball fan, and Victor would definitely be my #1 draft choice. I am a Miami Heat fan. I don't think we have much of a chance, but I have already told Victor, you should definitely go to Florida someday. The NBA often attracts a range of Hollywood and music celebrities. This includes the likes of Jay-Z, Rihanna, Ice Cube, and even Snoop Dogg, who are all known to be hardcore fans. While not many celebrities are Spurs fans, the newest and most popular Spur Victor still got some love from them. The 2023 awards saw rapper Lil Wayne perform at the opening ceremony. He started off with a creative rendition of his song, "A Milli." Instead of singing the original version of the song, the rapper ended up referencing a range of athletes who grew relevant across sports in the past year. Of course, this included the 2023 NBA Draft #1 pick Victor, along with his coach Greg Popovich. This Lil Wayne's rendition was not an original, but it was a creative version that he created for the award ceremony and sounded really cool. You pop them because we pop them, like we coaching Wembanyama. Wemby is only 19 and getting his name mentioned in some songs. While he is not the first player to be a part of a song, only the best get their names mentioned, which is some extra pressure for the young Frenchman. The Drake curse is an internet sensation which comes about when a sports team or athlete has a poor result in their next match after an interaction with the hottest rapper in the world. This usually involves Drake posing for a picture alongside the people in question. One of the earliest examples came in March 2019, when Paul Pogba was snapped alongside the musician. Only 4 days later, Manchester United were knocked out of the FA Cup by Wolverhampton. The curse isn't limited only to football, as UFC fighter Conor McGregor lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov after being seen with Drake. In the basketball world, Drake is a massive Toronto Raptors fan. In 2013, he was made their global ambassador, but they soon gained a reputation for choking in big games, but managed to overcome once they won the championship in 2019. Most recently, Drake was seen spending some time with Victor Wembanyama ahead of his highly anticipated NBA debut. Victor even shared a photo of the two together on his Instagram and captioned it, "Random dump before the serious stuff begins." However, it seems that the Drake curse got to him. Despite having an amazing preseason, Victor had a dizzy NBA debut, but he still managed to finish it out strong. Wemby was forced to sit on the bench once he got his fourth personal foul early in the third quarter. However, once he got back on the court, he quickly scored 7 points and electrified the crowd. He managed to end the game with 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting, while also grabbing 5 boards and dishing out 2 assists, which was ultimately enough to make up for a decent season opening game and an above-average first career game. Above average won't be enough to meet Wemby's standards, but as time goes on, he will surely take it to the next level. Whether the Drake curse is real or not, Victor seems to be a sure thing, overcoming any curse or obstacle ahead of him. Rapper Travis Scott is a well-known basketball fan. He even went to Paris to watch the then 18-year-old Victor play in the French league. Victor was a big-name prospect even then, as the word spread around about the 7-foot giant who has the skills of a guard. Travis went to the game and sat courtside, and maybe got Victor a bit nervous, as Wemby had one of his worst games of the season, finishing the game with only 11 points, but his team still managed to get the road victory. Wemby definitely had an off night, shooting 4 from 11 from the field and hit only one of his 5 three-point attempts. However, he compensated for his offensive struggles on the defensive end, finishing the game with 6 blocks while adding 5 rebounds and 2 steals as well. Even at such a young age, Wemby has already proven to be prepared for the bright lights, so it's unlikely that having a superstar such as Travis Scott sitting courtside made Victor nervous. While it is fun to think that Victor got nervous, he did just enough for his team to win, and it's a testament to his greatness that this game has been his worst in a while. After the game, the rapper posed alongside Wemby and the two exchanged some words between each other. Of course, Wemby's height also made its point, as the video of Travis's initial reaction to Victor's size went viral on social media as soon as it went public. Britney Spears has been in the limelight for 20 years now and has been seen hanging out with some of the world's most popular people. Recently, a video of her wanting to approach Wemby went viral, but all for the wrong reasons. This time, it wasn't the height difference that caught people's attention, but the behavior of Victor's security. As she was trying to approach Victor, Britney got slapped by one of the guards, and her reaction was, as she has said, priceless. The video shows Britney trying to approach Victor by calling on him. As she tried to tap Victor on the shoulder, one of the security guards turned to her, and it was either his hand that struck her face or the contact he made with her hand, and the force of impact that caused her hand to hit her face. However, it was not a good sight. Britney was shocked, screaming that this was America for you, and went out on Instagram to write a post that this was her first such experience in her over 20 years in the limelight. However, if there is anything positive to point out, it was that while Britney stated that she has felt helpless most of her life, this time around, the folks who rushed to her aid after the slap made her feel like she matters. She also said that while the situation was awful, she is still a fan of Victor and isn't mad at him, as this isn't his fault at all. On the other hand, Victor said that he didn't even realize how big the situation was until he got some phone calls later in his room. He said that he had no idea that the person that wanted to meet him was Britney Spears, and also didn't realize the security slapped her. As Victor stated, they were just trying not to stop in order to not make a crowd around them. When you are this popular, unwanted scenarios like this one are bound to happen, whether you like it or not. What matters is how you handle them, and Victor and Britney seem to have moved on just fine, at least as fine as one can. With Victor Wembanyama's stocks are rising, and his popularity will undoubtedly follow up. There are going to be new friendships and awesome moments ahead of him, but there are also going to be some unwanted situations like the one with Britney. However, Victor seems to be a wise young man who knows his priorities. He doesn't spend too much time under the spotlight and doesn't surround himself with unwanted drama. He is a baller and keeps his mind focused primarily on basketball. As he is getting more and more popular, people will want to gather his attention as well and spend some time with him. While that is to be expected and is very welcomed, the fans, media, and even other celebrities should be considerate of Victor's privacy and respect it. At the end of the day, nobody wants to have a Britney Spears type of experience, but a good and memorable one. All the best for Victor and his NBA career.